Aries Williams, the type of leader that he's become for you guys, and what have you come to learn of him since you've been here?
Yeah, obviously Aries is one of the young men on this team that's played a lot of football in this conference for this university, and I think that's invaluable. I think his experience here has been great. Obviously, the new system, new coaching staff coming in, he's got kind of a new fire underneath of him. He's able to talk to the guys, different than myself and any of the other coaches, because he's played so much in this league. I think he understands what it takes now to get ready for an SEC season, mentally, physically, the grind. I think he did a better job this summer of taking care of his body. I think he did an unbelievable job of kind of leading the younger guys, even though we don't necessarily have a freshman in the room. We have some younger guys, and after the season, postseason, going into the winter, those things you can't really pay for. Those things are invaluable. His experience is going to allow him to have a really good year.
How do you feel about the depth that you have at that position with Kylan and Nick behind him?
Yeah, a lot of people say depth. I use the word competition, because you can have a lot of people in the room and have depth. But I think right now we got a lot of competition in the room. And the one thing that's really, really good is they're all different. They all have their different, set of skills. They all have a different or unique talent, which allows them to be themselves. And I think that over this first week, and obviously through the spring and through the summer, over this first week, it's really shown that we got a lot of competition in that room, which to me makes not only that room better, but the team.
And last year you didn't really have a whole lot of competition for carries. That was the Quan Mark right there at Penn State. How do you plan to work that rotation? Because you've got two guys there, and Nick Gibson as well. How do you find the sweet spot for carries for those guys?
Well, to me, it's the ultimate goal for the team. It's about who's executing, and I think the one thing that is going to help whoever is in the game execute is knowing that, okay, when the next guy comes in, he's going to execute. Obviously, you got to take care of your body. You got to get through the year, but it's going to allow them to be able to get farther into the year because the carries should be split. But at the same time, each person's got to execute. All three of those guys, even D. Lee is another guy who's played some time in this league, who's also done some really good things the first week. To me, it really comes down to who's able to execute and execute consistently within the scheme of Coach Moorhead and what he's asking to do from a pass pro, run game, routes perspective. Who's able to anticipate things, who's able to see things, who's able to play the situations. And right now, they've done a really good job, 1 week into it, so it's going to be interesting.
Kylan's transformed his body over the summer. How has that kind of changed his running style? Is he more friendly to the Moorhead system?
Yeah, I told him if he take that backpack of weights off his back, he'd be a little quicker. So when we came in, he asked me, Coach, what do I need to do? And I said, in order for you to play at a very high level in this system, you got to be explosive and you got to be quick. One of the ways to do that is obviously to change your body. It's not just about losing weight, but it's about putting muscle on in the right way. He feels more explosive. Coach Paroli and the strength staff have done an unbelievable job of helping him lose the right weight. We can all talk about losing weight, but losing the right weight. He feels more explosive. He looks more explosive. And hopefully, with him taking care of his body, that helps him last longer, play faster, and it helps the team.
Obviously, with Kylan, too, he was a hometown kid, grew up 30 minutes from here. Last year, he had a ton of expectations. Saw some playing time as a freshman, but what have you seen from him getting to know him since you've got here in terms of more of like a personal way? How has he kind of shown that wanting to make the next step of being a guy who's in the rotation much more than last year? Yeah,
one of the things as a group we talked about was, playing the game of football is, talent is one thing, but it's your mentality that kind of separates the great ones from the good ones. And one of the things that Colin and I talked about when we got here was he's got to understand that being great is not just in football. It's in life. And that's kind of the mentality of the room. Everything matters. Going to class on time, waking up every day with a positive attitude, eating the right things, going to sleep, getting plenty of sleep at night. And once he kind of bought into, okay, everything matters and doing the little things right, he started to see success, in his life and his academics, in the way he felt. And it's just transferred, into football. He's had a really good start, and that's kind of the things that, as a group, we talk about. These are all, everybody in this conference are elite athletes. what separates those from the names we know and those from that are good players is their mentality, and their mentality about everything matters. You know, I got to do the right things on and off the field in order for it to transfer. There's no switch. And I think Kylan has kind of bought into that, and, you know, over getting to know him, he feels like, you know, that's what's making him different. And hopefully from that it will continue, and his consistency will allow, you know, the season to be very good.
The previous offense was more of a single back system. How much is there an opportunity in this offense to have multiple backs on the field at the same time?
Yeah, we can do it all. You know, Coach Moorhead refers to his offense as the burrito offense. You know, so we can kind of just keep throwing stuff in there and roll it up and throw some more in there. You know, it goes back to, you know, this offense has been successful when we were able to get the ball in the hands of players that can make plays. And whatever position those guys are. So if it's 2 running backs, if it's 3 running backs, we'll get them on the field and put them in position to make plays. You know, it's not a cookie cutter offense where it has to be 1 running back on the field and 1 tight end and 1, 2, whatever it may be. It's flexible, you know, and it's flexible but not complicated, you know, so they can come in and they don't have to learn a brand new offense because you got 2 guys in the backfield now. It kind of translates in with the base concepts and base system. You got them simple. This is easy.